Bornholm.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure to see you here in Denmark.
Yeah.
And first of all, I'll ask you, is it your first time in Denmark?
Yeah, it is my first time in Denmark.
So also the first time in Bornholm?
In fact, it is a privilege for me to have an opportunity to visit Denmark in order to interact and see how people also do different things as compared to what we do in Ghana. So it's a good opportunity to see people and look at the environment, look at the changes and activities of people in Denmark, especially in Bornholm, taking consideration of the island and then the many harbors, the forest and everything. I think it is very superior and it's superb. Yeah.
And you told me earlier that you met some of the people who are rearing the sheep here.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a bit about your impression of that?
I approached a certain man called Jan. He has sheep on the island, Hamashu's lamb. Mm-hmm. In fact, the way he's working on his lamb is very unique, which I think the landless farmers in Ghana have to learn from it and maybe teach them, because he's doing directly organic. He's trying to control the grass, they are not spoiling the vegetation, and the animal physics is also turning back into repairing the soil. And the man is working very perfectly, which I think if we collaborate with him, it will work well, and then it will also improve the lives of the Ghanaians, improve livestock production also in Ghana.
Mm-hmm. Maybe you should just explain us from the beginning. How come you're here in at this very place today?
Yeah, I am working with Crocodile Ghana, and you know, Global Trade is the sole sponsor of Crocodile Ghana. So the concert which is staged here every year, profits made from the concert is used to sponsor Crocodile activities, which the landless farmers in Ghana are the sole beneficiaries for now. Since about 2008, we started benefiting. And now, about 400 farmers have benefited from Danida project, which Global Trade is the main contributor, the one who is organizing everything. So if I'm in Bornholm here, it is the initiative of Global Trade which brought me here, and I'm very much impressed.
I'm glad to hear that. Maybe you can tell us about the landless farmers. Why do they need special support?
The landless farmers are farmers in Ghana who have limited land. We call them landless because a family of about 6 have a total land area of cultivation of about 4 or 5 acres. So you can imagine if a family of 6 are living on a 4 or 5 acre land. The land is not irrigated. We rely on rain-fed agriculture. So when there is drought, they lose everything. So we think these farmers need to be taught an alternative means of livelihood, so they can change their lives. When the crop fails, they can sell either animals or anything at all which is different from crop farming that will help their livelihood. And that's why the landless farmers started. And Global Trade, we are very much impressed that they supported it, and then Danida also took attention of it, and farmers are benefiting. When you go to Ghana now, the Ministry of Agriculture are learning from the unique way of the landless farmers' practice of starting people who have no support, people who cannot gain access to bank loans, but they are starting with little items, with chickens, livestock, snails, grass cutter and beekeeping, and they are doing it. Children now are able to go to school. The families now, the livelihood has changed. They are able to repair their homes from the sale of chickens and livestock. And children are now even using eggs for their food. And then we are also able to pay their school fees and health insurance. The parents now have health insurance because of the initiative of the landless project.
That's good. Yeah. So do you see any physical changes on the people you work with?
There are a lot of physical changes. If you even dare come to Ghana and ask the farmers, they will tell you that, look, 2 years ago, I don't know how to do this, but now I can do it myself. When somebody is not there, I can do it. The only thing we need now is we need to improve and then have an area where we can be training the farmers to update their skills. So we are planning to maybe talk to Global Trade to assist us to put a training center where farmers will come and train. We'll have a few livestock, a few poultry where they will see them practically, learn and go back, and that will even advance what they are doing. And adding to that, we are having secondary beneficiaries. The family of those who benefited are also learning, and they are doing it on their own. So there is the impact. When you get in there, you get it. And our reports also show that we are really making a good impact on the family.
Great. So my last question is, have you other activities you're going to do here on Bornholm while you're here?
My other activities which I wanted to do is I'll be talking to other farmers to see if we can collaborate and see how best to exchange ideas to improve upon what we already know. Especially the man who keeps livestock on the island, we need to learn more from him. Yesterday when we were speaking, he told me, yes, you can come and have about 2 weeks of intensive training, and then we'll look at the practical things and then reduce the use of chemicals on animals. So we'll go truly organic. And maybe tomorrow or very soon I'll be talking to the man who also keeps bees. Because we have a lot of areas where we can also keep bees.
He's here.
So there are a lot for me to do before I leave back to Ghana, even though it is a very short time. I'm very excited to see many people and see many things and see how best to go and improve the budget in Ghana.
That's good. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.